Well, my Mr. Do is plain blind. I get no picture at all. And anyone who knows me knows that if I can't play Mr. Do, I get very cranky. So, let's see if we can fix this. Okay, I pulled the monitor chassis out. I'm gonna take it inside to inspect it. Okay, so at some point I had already done a cap kit on this. I replaced all these capacitors, and they're all brand new capacitors. I did some continuity checks and everything seems okay. I compared it to another G07 chassis and all the everything seems very much the same. I replaced these potentiometers because they were really bad and I had an extra set laying around. Okay, so here's the G07 flow chart. I measured the B plus voltage, and the B plus voltage is way too high. It's like 143 volts or so. So it says if it's too high, unsolder and remove transistor for X701 and retest monitor. Well, I did that and it still doesn't work. So it says still too high. You have a horizontal deflection failure. Before you go further, visually inspect the chassis for bad solder joints, etc., etc. So I just inspected it, and I think I found the problem. If you look at C411, everything looks fine. But I did a continuity check, and there's no continuity between here and here. No continuity at all, which is a serious problem. And on further inspection, I found that this pad had detached and needs to be repaired. Well, the easiest way to solve that is to take a wire and solder it onto here and here. So I'll just have a wire that's going from here to here, and that should repair that trace so that at least the electricity will flow again. And also, one thing I didn't mention is it was a little bit intermittent. Like sometimes every once in a while I'd turn on the monitor and it would come on. So I think it was kind of making a connection, but not good enough. So I think when I did this, replace this capacitor, the pad had at least partially detached, and then eventually it just got worse over time, maybe as it heated up or something. So I'm going to do that repair, put the chassis back in the game, and we'll see what happens. Okay, I put the chassis back in the game and hooked it back up to the monitor. Okay, so I'm ready to turn on the game, and we'll see if we've repaired anything. So let's see. Okay, here we go. Please. Oh, I see something. Oh, that fixed it. I think that fixed it. It looks real good. Oh, thank goodness I could play Mr. Do again. I was getting the shakes, but I think that's going to be resolved as soon as I start to play this great game again. So I'll have to monitor it over the next few days and see how reliable it is, but I wasn't getting anything at all before, and now it's looking really good. So looking good. I think we have a successful G07 repair.